That's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe. Hi everyone, it's time for volleyball on JCTV. A very good matchup tonight as the Jefferson College Vikings are taking on the State Fair Roadrunners out of Sedalia, Missouri. And before we get started tonight, let's take a look at the roster of your Jefferson College Vikings.
Casey Ritter, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Jennifer Elbert, Washington, Missouri. Caitlin Smirker, Crystal City, Missouri. Gabrielle Schmitz, Festus, Missouri.
Elizabeth Reed, London, England. Tori Akery, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Lacey McCullough, Bismarck, Missouri.
Marcela Madeira, Victoria, Brazil.
Holly Reynolds, Ozark, Missouri.
We're just about ready to get underway here between Jeffco and State Fair, and we are underway. Jefferson College on the left side of your screen and State Fair on the right. And the first point goes to Jefferson College. The Vikings carrying on a great season so far, ranked 8th in the nation, an overall record of 25-7. And the Vikings have won 12 straight matches as State Fair gets that point. But the Vikings are 5-0 in conference play so far on the season, perfect there, and perfect as well in Region 16 play at 4-0. Gabby Schmitz hits it over for the Vikings, wearing the red jersey because she's the defensive specialist tonight. Nice try by State Fair, but that point will go to the Vikings. The Vikings are up 2-1 here in the first set.
Yeah, they're jumping out on top real quick here, Matt. It's good. They're setting the tone. They're trying to pick up a few more wins before the end of the season and get themselves going before the tournament starts.
That's right. Vikings showing a lot of energy, and they haven't lost a set in the past 5 matches. They've swept the past 5, and looking to build on that tonight. And there's another point. That's Tori Akery out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the Vikings.
Well, they've got a diverse group of kids on this team. I mean, they're from all over the world. They've got 3 or 4 girls from the area, but you know, they've got folks from England and Brazil and a few other places, I believe, Matt.
That's true. State Fair. That point goes to State Fair, so the Vikings lead this one 3-2. That's right, Marcela Madeira from Brazil, Victoria, Brazil specifically, and Elizabeth Reed from England on the team, as well as a couple local products as well. Nice diving play there by Casey Ritter, but unable to get there, and it's all tied up at 3 here in the first set.
Yeah, I think they'll get it going here in a little bit. It takes them a while. I mean, if you look at the record, Jeffco is clearly the better team in this. But you know, it's a Region 16 matchup. You play a little harder when you're in your region, so who knows what's going to happen for
right.
sure.
And you were mentioning that record, Tom. State Fair with a below 500 record on the season at 10-12, as Akery involved with that last point, and Marcela Madeira serving. Madeira hits it. Akery just sent it over for the Vikings. And Reed blocks it for Jeffco. So Jeffco's up by 2 now in the first set, 5-3. And of course, the first team to win 3 sets wins the match. Best 3 out of 5. And the sets are played to 25 points. You got to win by 2. As State Fair gets that point. Point, State Fair. 5-4 now. Jeffco on top.
don't think it's too uncommon for them to start out a little bit slow. I think they're going to pick it up, and they're going to take control of this game pretty shortly, I think.
And Antonia Jones almost did the splits trying to get that one for State Fair, but it's another point for the Vikings, 6-4. And it will be Lacey McCullough, number 10, for the Vikings to serve it up. She's from Bismarck, Missouri.
Where exactly is Bismarck? I don't know if I've ever been there.
I would need to pull out my map, but I don't have it with me, so. But 7-4 now, Jefferson College on top. And McCullough serves again, but that one's out.
Point, State Fair.
So it's still close here in the first set. 7-5, Jeffco on top. Ooh, and looks like a little miscommunication there by the Vikings.
They kind of stood there and watched it hit the floor.
Caitlin Smirker dived for it out of Crystal City, but just couldn't get there.
Yeah, I think Ida's going to let that one go a little bit. That's got to turn your stomach a little bit, but it's early. I think they'll rebound. They'll play better than that.
And with that out of bounds, Jeffco gets that one, 8-6. Here's Gabby Schmitz from Festus serving it. Again, she's wearing the different colored jersey as the defensive specialist, and another point for Jefferson, 9-6. And a nice crowd here on hand tonight as Schmitz serves it over. These home games are free. Come out and watch the Vikings in person. There are quite a few more on the schedule as that's blocked down by State Fair. So it's 9-7, but
the baseball team's out tonight. You know, they support the team. I know the basketball team's usually here. A lot of times the soccer team's here. They haven't made it yet, but I'm sure they'll show up here in a little bit.
Well, I believe they were playing a game today, so we will see. But some support here for the Vikings as that will be a point for State Fair. Thought it might have been out, but State Fair gets that one. So 9-8 here in the first set. And we have St. Louis Community College at Merrimack in town on the 22nd for a 6:30 p.m. home game. That's a Wednesday night. And then Friday and Saturday, October 24th and 25th, it's the Halloween Classic, and quite a few games on Friday afternoon and evening, as well as all day Saturday. So come out and support the Vikings, as that last point went to the Vikings, 10-8. They lead it here. And Casey Ritter serves it. And that one's going to fall in for State Fair.
That was a nice touch. She didn't have a chance of knocking that in, you know, just blowing it past anybody. That was just nice, smart volleyball there.
And the final home game of the season is Tuesday, October 28th. That's Lincoln Land will be in town, and that is a 6:30 p.m. game. You can always find the schedule online at jeffco.edu, and also look out for that JCTV videos tab, and you can watch the games right there as Marcella Madeira gets the point for Jeffco, 11-9 here in the first.
You know, Matt, I'm about 5'9". I watch these girls get up above the net and stick it back in somebody else's face like that. I don't know if I'd get in front of some of those balls that they block or dig off the floor or anything like that.
It is impressive. They really can get some air as a two-hit violation on State Fair. Jeffco up 12-9 now. Right, we were watching some of the players in warm-ups, and they were getting way up above the net on both of the teams there. Hollis Reynolds, and that's out by State Fair. State Fair got a hand on it, but out of bounds, so Jeffco gets the point, 13-9.
Jenny Elbert now serving.
And Jennifer Elbert will do the serving for Jeffco. She's from Washington, Missouri. Another two-hit violation. 14-9, Jefferson on top of the State Fair Roadrunners.
Get a little bit of breathing room right now. That's you got a timeout going into it, trying to collect themselves again. I think Jeffco's going to come out of the timeout and pick up where they left off.
And we'll take a timeout here on JCTV. Jeffco leads at 14-9 in the first. 14-9 here in the first set, and it will be Elbert serving again for Jeffco. And nice block by Tori Akery.
Out of bounds, point, State Fair.
But it was out of bounds, and State Fair will get the point. 14-10, the Vikings lead it here in the first set. Marcella Madeira. And nice effort by Antonia Jones for the Roadrunners, but that point goes to Jefferson. It would really have surprised me if she could have gotten to that one. And
Yeah, she did have to bring that back a long way, even if she did get her hand on that.
Holly Reynolds served it for Jeffco. And
Was that off the net, or was that deflected by, it was partially blocked?
there's a point for Jefferson. Well, maybe not. It looked like it had hit the ground, but great play by State Fair to keep it up. But there we go. Smirker gets the point for the Vikings, 16-10. Jefferson College out in front here in the first. And
Yeah.
Reynolds will serve again for the Vikings.
It's important for Jeffco to get a lead like this. They don't have a heck of a lot of depth on that bench. One of their main keys is Thais Suarez was hurt before the season started, so they're playing with nine women. So
Out of bounds, point, Jeffco.
fatigue could play a part if they get in a long, drawn-out battle.
17-10 Jeffco, and Reynolds serves it. Akery with a chance. Smirker, the soft touch. And Madeira tried to spike, but
Point, State Fair.
that one blocked, and it looked like Ashley Mayfield on the play for the Roadrunners. 17-11. Jeffco still with the lead. Stacey Wable will serve it for State Fair. Powerful spike by Smirker.
Whoa, what were we talking about earlier, the athleticism? She got up there and brought it home.
Another one of the local products here on the team. Smirker out of Crystal City. 18-11. Jeffco on top.
You got to check the ball for paint on something like that. That, you know, that's self-defense.
Smirker again.
Caitlin Smirker.
19-11.
It's got to take the air out of your tires a little bit. You go up for a big kill like that, and she's right there, stuffs it right back in your face.
And another point for Jefferson, as that would have been a three-hit violation, more than 3 hits.
Timeout on the floor.
20-11, Jeffco on top, and with the timeout, we'll take a quick break on JCTV. Jeffco leads it 20-11 here in the first, and Madeira will serve for the Vikings. And nice block. Akery and Elizabeth Reed in on that block.
Well, it's good to see coming out of that timeout. You get up there, you get some good height, you put it right back in her face.
And I haven't been keeping count, but Jefferson with several unanswered points here. Madeira's been serving all of them up, and maybe I jinxed them because as I say that, State Fair gets the point, 21-12.
Yeah, that was kind of an ugly point for State Fair. I mean, give them the due, they did get the point, but that wasn't overpowering by any means.
Tori Akery, but that one's blocked by State Fair.
Point, Jeffco.
Nicole Hopp in on that one for the Roadrunners.
Jeffco gets the point, though. Went out of bounds, and they're up 22-12. Nice dig.
Into the net, it looked like. So 23-12, and Smirker in on that one again with the kill. Another nice spike. And that was a nice play by State Fair.
State Fair.
23-13.
It's about the third or fourth time they tried to do that little tap over the net. It fell in earlier and it worked again that time.
And that one goes to State Fair as well.
State Fair.
23-14. Jefferson still with the lead, and Jefferson needing 2 more points to win the set. And some nice defense there by the Roadrunners.
Point State Fair.
Julie Ohms and Kelsey Allen in on that for State Fair. 23-15.
The State Fair's hanging around a little bit. I mean, Jeffco's 2 points away from winning this set, but State Fair's certainly not folding.
And Elizabeth Reed in on the block for Jefferson. So 24-15, and it will be set point for the Vikings. And Gabby Schmitz out of Festus will serve it for Jefferson. And it's not over yet. State Fair gets that point, 24-16. Elizabeth Reed in on that. Sent over softly for the Vikings, and Holly Reynolds. But State Fair doing a good job here of playing some D.
They're hanging around.
But that one, they can't defend. Elizabeth Reed gets the kill, and the Vikings win the set.
Yeah, she took control of that. She said, that's enough of this rally stuff. We're going to end it right here. That was a heck of a kill. Heck of a kill by Elizabeth Reed.
And the Vikings take set number 1. We will be right back with set number 2 on JCTV.
It's like going to Harvard in Jefferson County.
Students have the best education possible.
Top-notch education.
Quality education is a 10.
I love the fact that Jefferson College is so close to my home.
It's great. I love it. It works for my schedule.
The housing is incredibly convenient.
Class schedules are very convenient for students.
I'm Stacy Self.
I'm Kimberly Clark.
I'm Nick Schaefer.
I'm Della Selman, and I discovered my future at Jefferson College.
It's time for set number 2 here on JCTV between the Jefferson College Vikings and the State Fair Roadrunners. Vikings winning set number 1. And State Fair will have the serve to begin the second set.
Yeah, Jeffco looked pretty tough in that first game, that first set rather. They won, pretty soundly there. But State Fair showed up. They hung around.
They did. As State Fair gets the first point of the set here. Right, Jeffco rattled off several consecutive kills, but State Fair made a little stand at the end to make it more interesting. As Casey Ritter dives for it, and that will be out of bounds. So the Roadrunners up 2-0 here in the second set. And serving for State Fair, it's Mindy Griffith. And Holly Reynolds tries to hit it over for the Vikings, but State Fair gets a hand on it. Ritter, nice diving play.
Yeah, this is a good rally right now.
And Gabby Schmitz trying to make something happen from the floor, but State Fair comes up with it. So State Fair out to an early lead here in the second, 3-0.
A little bit of a run here. We'll see if Jeffco can put a halt to this one. You don't want to fall too far behind.
Nice kill by Marcella Madeira.
Yeah, she put an exclamation point on the end of that rally right there. She said, that's it, we need the ball back.
And it'll be Holly Reynolds for Jeffco. And as that one's out of bounds, the point goes to the Roadrunners, 4-1. State Fair on top. Stacy Wabel will serve it for State Fair. Akery tried to put the soft touch over. Nice block by Jeffco, but it fell. No, it did not fall out of bounds. Jeffco gets the point. 4-2. State Fair still with the lead. And we're glad we have the refs here, because sometimes from up here it's hard to tell exactly where that ball falls in.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what the coaches say about the refs sometimes. You say we're glad to see them. I'm sure they might say a little bit different sometimes.
Well, it depends on the situation, I guess, but I appreciate their effort.
Yeah, there you go.
As Jeffco trails 5-2 here in the second set, early going. And nice kill by Elizabeth Reed off of a State Fair defender into the crowd. 5-3. Jeffco still trails it. Jeffco leads this one 1-0 so far.
How tall is Elizabeth Reed down there? She looks like she towers.
5'11".
5'11".
According to the roster.
I was thinking she was one of the taller ones on the team, but there's a couple of them that are above her, I think.
Tori Akery is 6'1", and Holly Reynolds 6 foot even.
I tell you what, those girls are every bit of 6 foot and 6'1" too. There's some height on that team.
So the Vikings have the serve. 6-4, State Fair leads it here in the second. And Gabby Schmitz making a dive for it, but just couldn't get there. 7-4 now, State Fair out in front. Looks like a violation into the net for Jeffco. So State Fair gets the point, 8-4. The Roadrunners lead it. And as that's into the net, Jeffco gets it. So Jeffco gets one right back.
Casey Ritter now.
Yeah, it takes the sting off of it a little bit. You make a decent play. You don't get the dig, but they give it right back to you in the net.
And it was Ritter serving for the Vikings. And that'll be a point for the Vikings.
Yeah, that fooled me up here with the,
Those can be deceiving. It looks like Holly Reynolds was going to get it, but it ended up being Marcella Madeira, and the Vikings get a point. So they trail by 2, 8-6 here in the second. And 8-7.
Boy, that lead's going away pretty quickly. Jeffco's fought back. They're regaining their confidence pretty quick in the second set.
And there was some nice deception by Jennifer Elbert. It's all tied up, 8-8 here in the second set. And as we have a timeout on the floor, we'll take a break on JCTV. All tied up here in the second set, 8 apiece. Casey Ritter will serve for Jeffco. Powerful spike by State Fair. Jeffco, though, able to keep it up. Reynolds with a soft touch. Madeira. And Jeffco takes the lead for the first time in the second set. 9-8 Vikings on top.
Yeah, they said enough of that. We've been down for a little bit now in the second game. It's time for us to get back on top. There's another one. There's another one.
Very nice kill. No one on State Fair was getting to that one. That was a rock.
Yeah, they froze. They look around. You want it? I don't. And it just fell right in.
Jeffco up by 2 now, 10-8. And Reynolds puts it in, 11-8 with Jefferson. And there's some good deception there up front for Jeffco. Reynolds and Madeira both able to hit rockets down to the other side and keeps the defense off guard when they're not sure who's going to take it.
Yeah, she snuck that one in. That didn't have a heck of a lot of power. It was just good placement.
Out of bounds, point goes to Jeffco.
And 12-8 for Jefferson now, as that one was out of bounds.
Yeah, they're kind of running on all cylinders right now. I don't know what the run is, but they've got 4 or 5 points, consecutive points now.
And that was almost a gift for the Vikings.
Point, Jeffco.
13-8. Jones for State Fair just unable to get a good hand on that ball. And it's still Casey Ritter serving for Jefferson. Nice play by Holly Reynolds. State Fair able to salvage it, but not for long as Madeira puts it down for the Vikings, 14-8. Vikings lead it here in the second set.
Everybody came up to make the block, and she just tapped it right down the, not necessarily down the line, she just found a hole in the defense.
And that will be a point for State Fair. 15-8, Jefferson College on top here in the second. And we will take a quick break here on JCTV. It's Casey Ritter for the Vikings. Jeff Coe on top, 15-8, and there's a whistle. Violation on State Fair, so Jeff Coe gets its 16th of the second set, 16-8. Vikings lead this one and lead the overall match, 1-0.
Yeah, what was Jeff Coe down early in this particular set? They really poured it on him in the last 15 points.
Ever since they took that timeout, they've been on a roll, and the Vikings now lead at 17-8. It's still Ritter with the serve. That one's into the net, though. A point for State Fair, 17-9.
Yeah, I believe Casey's hand was getting a little sore from serving there, I believe. It was time to take a break.
Here's Jones for the Roadrunners serving. And Elbert sets it up for Madeira. Nice play by Ritter to keep it in. And another nice play by Holly Reynolds. She gets up at the front of the net with that soft touch for another point for the Vikings, 18-9. It's Jennifer Elbert serving for Jefferson. And that one finds its way to the floor and a point for State Fair.
Yeah, it was a partial block. It was, everybody was defending the kill and went off the defender's hands and just found a hole. Not much you can do with that one.
18-10, Jefferson leads it here in the second set. It will be Mindy Griffith for State Fair. And Holly Reynolds with the block. 19-10. Vikings on top. A nice cheering section on hand tonight. Justin Barton, coach of the cheerleading squad, belting out some encouragement for the Vikings.
See what I've heard Justin yell. I don't know if he needs the megaphone or not.
Well, he doesn't have it now, and we can hear him fine across the court.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I thought he had it there for a few minutes.
And that last point went to State Fair, 19-11. That was Elbert sending it over it's Caitlin Smirker. And that will be a point for the State Fair Roadrunners.
Yeah, Elbert made a good effort on that. She went down. She's still got to stay on her feet to, try to block the kill, but just wasn't able to get a good touch on it.
Vikings lead this one 19-12 in the second set. And that one's blocked by State Fair. Falls in for another point for the Roadrunners, 19-13.
Yeah, you're going to see Jeff go put a stop to this here right now. You don't want to let them have any kind of confidence. They're going to put an end to it here pretty shortly.
And there it is. Caitlin Smirker answers for Jefferson. 20-13. Vikings out in front here in the second set, and the Vikings need 5 more to go up 2-0 here in the match. And another point for the Vikings. That was an ace by Marcela Madeira. And Madeira will serve. Jeffco got a hand on that, but State Fair recovers and gets the point. 21-14.
21-14, Jeffco lead.
And the Roadrunners will have the serve. That was Akery sending it over for the Vikings. And Madeira leaving it.
So if they get up by the net, sometimes they look like contortionists trying to avoid the net, get the ball, get a good hit on the ball. It's amazing to watch what they do.
That was Caitlin Smirker
With the set from Tori Akery.
getting the kill and the Vikings' 22nd point of the set. 22-14.
Lacey McCullough
Jeffco with the lead. And Lacey McCullough checks into the game to serve. Nice play by Madeira to keep that one alive. Elbert leaves it for Smirker. It's blocked by State Fair. And Smirker puts that one onto the court for the Vikings. 23-14 now. Jefferson out in front, and Jeffco needs 2 points to take set number 2. That's a point for State Fair, though.
Point goes to
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Jeffco.
Jeffco's got any ill effects from playing 2 nights in a row. They're certainly playing with some enthusiasm.
That last point did go to Jeffco, and Jeffco wins the set. 25-15, Jeffco takes set number 2. And we'll be right back with the third set on JCTV.
Jeffco soccer.
Dominant. Confident.
Determined.
Jeffco Soccer, where excellence is a part of a winning tradition.
Vikings team close it out here in set number 3. They lead it 2-0. Tori Akery gets the first point of the set for the Vikings. Jeffco on top 1-0.
Yeah, she did that with authority. What a way to start the third set.
Casey Ritter made a play for it, but unable to come up with it. So State Fair gets that point. 1-1 here in the third. Gabby Schmidt sends it over for Jefferson. And Marcella Madeira. Nice play there.
I'll tell you what, check the ball for paint. Man, she hit that ball hard. She's going to have a bruise on her wrist.
So the Vikings up 2-1. Holly Reynolds with the serve.
I really don't think I'd get in front of some of those balls, Matt. I'm telling you, they're bringing it down. I don't know how to do it either, but you know, it takes a little bit of bravery to stand in front of one of those.
Nice play by Jeffco to keep that alive and get it over. That was Casey Ritter on the initial hit, but State Fair gets the point. It's all tied up at 2.
Yeah, I'm sure Ida was telling, their coach Ida was telling them, hey, let's not fool around, let's put it away, let's go home early. I know you girls have some tests you want to study for, right?
Or some TV to watch. Probably either. As that point goes to the Vikings, 3-2.
I tell you what, these women do real well in their studies. I'm sure they're going to go home. They'll break the books out tonight. I'm sure.
Yeah, but there's still time for TV. Trust me. And the Vikings jumping out ahead quickly here in the third, 4-2.
Let's see if there's any Tampa Bay fans down here, see if they put away the Red Sox tonight.
It's Marcelo Madeira with the serve. And that point goes to State Fair. It was tipped 4-3. Vikings still out in front. Ashley Mayfield will serve it for the Roadrunners. That was Smirker sending it over for the Vikings. And there's Jones with the soft touch. And the point goes to Jeffco because it was out of bounds.
Yeah, that's got to be a killer play for if you're State Fair. You make a good play, you got plenty of space there to put it in, you just tap it out of bounds. That's got to be kind of a killer, a little bit of a letdown.
Vikings lead at 5-3 here in the third set. And that was a tough play. But the Vikings get the point. Not quite sure what happened on that one. 6-3, though Jeffco leads it. And Lacey McCullough is the server. Nice block, but it's out of bounds.
Hits the block and the point.
6-4 now. And Jeffco still with the lead here in the third. And the Vikings would love to close it out here. As another point goes to the Vikings. 7-4, that was Elizabeth Reed on the play. And if the Vikings do win this set, this would be the 6th straight match where they've swept all 3 sets. Very impressive, as is their 25-7 overall record on the year and their number 8 ranking in the national poll.
You know, and they're doing this with 9 girls on the team too. It's not like they've got a ton of depth. It's just they have talent. Every one of those women can step out on the floor and contribute.
Schmitz made a run at it, but it got by her, and State Fair gets that point. 7-5. Vikings still lead it in the third. Holly Reynolds with the kill for the Vikings, 8-5.
I believe we had like 6 more spectators in the stands right there. State Fair just stood around and watched the ball right there. It was up in the air a long time. Surprised no one got to that.
Nice play by Reynolds, and Jeffco will get the point.
Give her the point, Jenny Elbert.
Elbert on that play. That one was blocked by State Fair. Blocked again. Here's Madeira for the 3rd time, and that will go to Jeffco. The 3rd time was the charm on that play.
They were trying to go to the middle of the floor. She said, "The heck with it, I'll go down the line."
So the Vikings lead this one 10-5.
A little bit of discussion.
And what do we have here is that they reverse the call.
Jeffco still has the ball, though. They're still serving.
Now the scoreboard says 9-5.
Took
a point away from Jeffco, but didn't add one to State Fair, so we'll have to see what happens with that.
That may have been a little interference over there on the sidelines. They think there was a child over there. It may have been a safety type thing.
And now they put the point up for State Fair. Or that was the last point, so 9-6.
Yeah, I think
Jefferson's still on top.
I think that last play was a safety issue. I think there was a child along the sidelines there, and I don't think the State Fair player was able to make enough of an effort to get the ball.
And a violation on Jefferson. So it is 9-7 here in the third set. Vikings still lead it. And a 2-hit violation on the Vikings. So State Fair gets another point, and they've cut the lead. Vikings only up by 1, 9-8.
It's like a 3 or 4 point run for State Fair. They came a long way. They want to play tonight.
Nice deception there. That was Jennifer Elbert.
Tori Akery now checking in.
And Elbert will do the serving now for Jefferson College. Nice play by Gabby Schmitz to keep it up, and then Jennifer Elbert as well. But there's a point for State Fair.
State Fair.
10-9. Vikings still have the lead, but State Fair's hanging right with them. Elbert set it up for Madeira, who gets the kill.
And Madeira looked at that like she's got someplace to be tonight. Did it with a little bit of authority, so let's get it done with.
It will be Reynolds on the serve for the Vikings, and they lead it here in the third, 11-9, and lead the overall match 2-0. And some of the Vikings wiping off the court. Nice play by Tori Akery. It looked like Holly Reynolds might have had an ace there. State Fair returns it, but Akery's right there to stuff it back. Jeffco on top, 12-9.
She spoon-fed that one.
Off the hands of Elbert. And nice effort by Holly Reynolds, but there really wasn't much she could do with that one. But these Vikings never stop hustling, as we've seen here on JCTV. 12-10, Vikings on top, and State Fair with the serve. And there's a discussion between the ref and State Fair coach. That's the reason for the short break here. Here we go. Elbert leaves it for Smirker, and there's a point for the Vikings.
Elizabeth Reed now checking in.
13-10.
I haven't been keeping track, but Smirker has a few of those. I mean, she's on her game tonight.
She is. We've called her name a lot, and she's played well. And that is an ace for the Vikings. Marcella Madeira. Very nice serve. Got that in right on the other side of the line. And Jeffco's up by 4, 14-10. But State Fair hammers that one home.
Point State Fair.
14-11. Vikings still out in front in the third set. It's Mayfield with the serve for State Fair. Elizabeth Reed. Athletic play, 15-11.
How high do you think she was there? I mean, she brought that ball nearly straight down. I mean, that was vertical, the way she brought that ball down.
And it's Lacey McCullough serving. Gabby Schmitz, nice play to get an arm on that, and Reed tried to deceive the defense and give the soft touch, just didn't work out for her.
We caught her mid-jump there. I mean, she a little indecision, didn't know what she wanted to do with it.
So it's 15-12 now, with the Vikings still on top. There's Smirker again. It was on the line. What's the call? It goes to Jeffco.
Holly Reynolds now checking in.
16-12. Jefferson with the lead. Gabby Schmitz will serve. And there's a point for State Fair. Madeira gave chase.
Was that a net violation also? Is that what he was pointing to net? I don't know what happened. I mean, it fell in, but it looked like it may have been a net violation also.
16-13. Vikings still with the lead.
Nice play.
And Reed again. She really does get some air. 17-13, Jefferson with the lead.
I think the woman from State Fair should get an assist on that. She spoon-fed that right over to her, and all she had to do was get up there and bring it back home. That went right to her.
It's Casey Ritter serving. And Jones for State Fair puts it into the net. So Jeffco gets its 18th point of the set, 18-13. Violation on State Fair. They hit it 4 times, so Jefferson gets the point, 19-13. And Jeffco inching closer to winning this match here in the third. Ritter will serve again. And Madeira gets it over. 2-hit violation on State Fair. So Jefferson putting together a nice little run here.
Yeah,
late in the third.
You're going to see State Fair call a timeout here in a little bit. They're a little confused on what they want to do. Some of these little easy points for Jeffco are falling in. They need to call a timeout. I think you'll see it after this point if Jeffco takes it.
But Vikings unable to as that one into the net. So State Fair gets number 14, and Jeffco still on top though, 20-14. Marcelo Madeira, another nice hit. 21-14. Jeffco out in front. Jennifer Elbert will serve, excuse me.
4 points away from taking the set in the match. I think they're going to show some urgency here. I believe they do have a little television and some books to read for the test tomorrow.
Elbert puts it up for Akery. And there's a miscommunication on State Fair. They weren't able to get to it. And there's that timeout. Jefferson College on top here in the third set, 3 points away from winning the match. They're on top, 22-14. We'll take a quick break on JCTV. Jennifer Elbert will serve it for the Vikings. Vikings up 22-14 here in the third set. Nice play by Elbert to keep it alive, or that was Ritter, excuse me. Elbert puts it up for Akery, and that falls in. 23-14. Jefferson leads it, and Jeffco needs 2 more points to win the match.
Yeah, they're kind of scoring at will right now. They've got it. They're smelling blood. They're ready to pack this up, win the game, win the set, win the match, and call it a night.
Madeira. And that's Holly Reynolds. And it's going to be set point and match point.
Set and match point for Jeffco.
24-14, Jeffco leads it. Elbert will have the serve, and the Vikings can close it out right here. The crowd's getting into it, and that's it. The Vikings win the match, 3-0 over State Fair, improving to 26-7 overall on the season. Thanks so much for watching JCTV, everyone. We'll catch you next time.